In this video, I'd like to show how an administrator would run progress reports. Now, teachers can run a progress report at any time for any of the classes they teach or the students that they teach, but only an administrator can go in and run a progress report for any class, any teacher, any student. This would typically be done at progress report time. Just gives a snapshot of the gradebook and how the students are doing, although the office or administrator could run this report at any time at the request of a parent or for any other reason. So the first thing you do is log into the Open SIS system and verify the information in the upper right. In our case, we would want to be on Veritas Academy and the current year and trimester, but I'm going to run this report in the sample high school just to keep from showing any personal information for our students. So from this main menu, we're not going to go to grades, rather we're going to go to the users tab. Now you might think that we'd find progress reports under the gradebook, but in this case there's this section called Teacher Programs, and this is where an administrator can get into the various programs that the teachers primarily use. The third one down here is called Progress Reports, so we're going to click Progress Reports. So the first thing we need to do is find a particular user, in this case a teacher. If you have a particular teacher that you want to look at their class, you would type maybe their last name here and submit. In this case, I'm just going to click Submit and pull up all of the users on the system. And I'm going to pull up John Doe as the teacher. Now we may want to find a specific student. If you just want to see all of their students, you can just click Submit, or if you're wanting to run a progress report for a particular student, you can just type it there. So I'll click Submit, and now we see that we have Period 5, Q1 Geoscience. We have a list of students that teacher teaches for, and that course, and you see some options here in the middle. The default options are to exclude ungraded extra credit assignments. That just means that if they gave an extra credit assignment, a student chose not to do it and didn't get a grade, we don't want to show it on the progress report as a ding against their grade. And you can also exclude ungraded assignments not due. So if the teacher had loaded an assignment that's not due for 3 more weeks and there's no grades, we don't necessarily want to show that on a progress report and have it be confusing. So we're going to go ahead and click that. And you can also organize the assignments by their due date or their assigned date. And it defaults to due date, and I think that's typically what we would want to do. So we select the students that we want. In this case, we'll select the entire class. And then we're just going to click Create Progress Reports for selected students. And that's really all there is to it. Another window opens and you can see a progress report that shows the grade books for each student. In this case, it's just a single test. Very often you may have a longer list, but again, it will just show the student's name and grade and class and quarter and any assignments that are in their particular grade book. And that's really all there is to it. When you click Print for this, you can right-click and select Print, and when you do that, each of these records will print out as a separate page for each student. When you're done with the progress reports, you can either save them, again by right-clicking and save, or you can just X out. And that really is all there is to progress reports. If you want to run another one for a different class, you can use this drop-down. You can also go back to Users and back to User List, and you can just select a different teacher. And when you do that, you can run, again, a teacher program progress report. And you can say all students for a class they may teach. And then you can select that particular course and run a very similar report. So that's really all there is to it, to running progress reports.